they've got to have a big turnaround in the way they play their footy for me.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Thursday edition of Eddie and Jimmy. And this week it is Sam Docherty who's sitting in the chair for Jimmy Bartell. Good on you, Sam. Really appreciate it, mate.
No worries. Good to be here.
Thanks to Fiji Airways and Hyundai. Do you drive a Hyundai?
I do. Yeah, Santa Fe. They're a long time supporter of the footy club. So
yeah, well, they were sponsors of the Footy Show back in the day as well, around the time that they started with Carlton.
Yeah.
So Hyundai have been here for the long ride,
the long
so
ride.
to speak. And you get a long ride on the Alexia because it's got the electric and the hybrids and all sorts of things there. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today, and you may as well, if you're going to drive an electric car, go to a car company. It's not a bad way to do it, is it?
Not a bad way.
Fiji Airways, visit FijiAirways.com to book your flight to Fiji and beyond. Fiji Airways, where happiness takes flight. Paul Scurr and his team look after you beautifully. Righto, shorting, holding or buying, okay? After the Blues beat the Saints on Sunday night, after they defeated the Saints, the top 10 looks all but secure.
Almost.
Are you shorting, holding or buying these bottom 8 sides heading into the season 2027? Essendon.
I'm shorting Essendon. I still, one, we don't know the coach, so we don't actually know what the direction is. But two, I still feel like they're going to make some cuts to their list. So in terms of some of their senior players, so they might get younger, less experienced, test their depth even more. I still think next year will be a year of pain.
And the Bombers fans have got to not say this is whatever it is, the 20th year or whatever, since they've been in the finals, won a final. It starts with a new coach.
Absolutely.
It starts again. I'm shorting them too. Richmond.
I'm shorting as well. Yeah, I think they're on the right path. This year's been really hard to judge them in terms of the injury list. So it'll be an interesting start to next year with Adamuze and their group and how well they can develop. But I probably haven't seen enough to have some confidence there.
I'm with you. I'm shorting them on win-loss, but buying them on gradual improvement.
Yes.
You've got to put 4 pre-seasons into these young kids coming through. West Coast.
I'm buying West Coast.
I'm buying West Coast.
Yeah, I just believe in their young core. I believe in the way they're playing. They've got some serious development this year. I think they'll go on from next year.
And they've got a big salary cap too, which they haven't used yet. They've spent a little bit keeping blokes, but they're Dersma and Harley Reid are just fantastic players. But they've got some good players around them. But they'll start getting into the market once they get these kids, as I said, get 3, 4, 5, 4 pre-seasons into them. Then you're going. Get the players.
Buy the big ones.
Gold Coast.
I'm going to hold on Gold Coast. I'm interested to see what list management decisions they make and who leaves, who stays.
Yeah.
I think they'll learn a lot of good lessons this year, but they've got to have a big turnaround in the way they play their footy for me.
If they were a stock, sort of knowing what's coming, I'd short them now and then buy cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. North Melbourne.
I'm buying North. I think they've made big steps in their game. I think that they've got themselves to a point where they're fairly sturdy and fairly consistent in what they're trying to do. Yeah. They need to make a little bit more of an adjustment in the way they move the ball, but enough talent to be excited as a North fan.
They've now got a couple of players who actually can really play. Curtis can play.
He's a superstar.
Sheezel can play. Wardlaw can play coming through. McKercher, if he stays at the club, and you start to look, and Larky's had his ups and downs this year, but you have a look, they've actually got the making of a team now.
If they could buy a key back, they would. I think they'd jump very quickly.
GWS.
I'm shorting GWS. Yeah. I think that whether Toby Green stays there or not, they've been super inconsistent this year. Some of their talent is getting older and on their way out of footy. Who knows who will retire or moved on this year? But I'm just not that confident in where they're going.
And the Saints.
I'm buying the Saints, and this might be controversial, and I believe in their young core, and I think that's where they're setting their group up, and I think they'll be in for a strong year next year. This year hasn't gone the way that I don't think anyone thought it would, but I think that next year they're ready to go.
And the young Irishman coming in as well.
Yes, that's exciting.
So they've probably got maybe the number one player in the draft, or one of the ones who can play.
Yeah.
Have you seen him move?
No, I haven't, but I've heard very, very good things about him.
Magnificent balance. Can really play.
Well done to St Kilda for nabbing that one.
Yeah, Gubby Allen special, that one. Right. Are you in or out on the following statements? Even on one leg, Harley Reid is still West Coast best player.
No, I'm in on that. He's a superstar. I mean, he's going to be a genuine superstar at the game for a long period of time. What he does already, and he's still developing his game, is competes with the best in terms of the contest work. He's got freaky ability. He's very, very good player.
And by the way, questions by Joe Campbell, our fantastic producer. So kudos to Joe. These are good questions. Nick Daicos will break the Brownlow votes record this year.
I reckon he gets 50 this year.
Reckon?
50. Yeah. I genuinely think that the umpires having the stats, I think, is going to be in his favour. That he already got a lot of votes. Like it's not like he hasn't polled well when he's lost the last couple of years. He's polled very, very well. You add in the fact that the umpires have now got the stats in front of him. He dominates that. He's averaging 35 odd touches and over goal.
Plus, every time he gets it, the Collingwood crowd goes nuts. Yeah. Or away, they boo him. And so the umpires see it. They see him, and then they pick up, as you said, the stat sheet. Go 41.
Yeah. I think he breaks it, and astronomical amount this year.
Sunday night football should be a permanent part of our fixture. I'll throw in Thursday night as well there. Because this week, no Thursday night.
You jump. There is another question about
Thursday
night's at the end. So
sorry, Sunday.
It's Sunday. I'm in on Sunday night footy. I think from a crowd perspective, it's one of those ones. It may be a little bit like the Thursday night game. You kind of just got to expect that it's not going to have the premium number on the crowd, but the viewership at home. Sunday night, there's not many better things than sitting on the couch on Sunday night after a long weekend watching the footy. I think it's a brilliant spot.
See, I think Sunday nights in Perth work a treat.
Yeah.
And if I was Gold Coast, I'd be looking at that.
Yeah.
Because the Gold Coast, has spent a weekend and turn it into like the biggest party nightclub on the Gold Coast, the place to be Sunday night at the footy.
Yeah.
I'd get the old Saints disco going back there, the Richmond disco.
I thought it was great.
Carlton. So I had my 18th birthday at the Understand at Carlton at Princes Park.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Sure, I'm not surprised they let you in.
No, it was back. I was just turning 18. It was my last day of school. I must admit, it wasn't the first time I'd been there.
That's brilliant.
But that was big.
Yeah, wow.
Friday night was $15 a week a drink, and Saturday night was $20 a week a drink.
Yeah. Back to the Sunday night. I just think it's a great
drink
spot
responsibly, by the way.
And the other drink responsibly. The other example for this, it helps with the lack of it. It'll stop more games from overlapping if you can have a Sunday.
They were the great days. So the old days, on a Sunday, everything's shut. You couldn't play. There was no VFL on a Sunday.
It was all Saturday.
VFA was on. Yep, but VFA. And that's why the Sydney Swans. Part of the reason why they went to Sydney was they could play Sunday games, so they could play on Channel 7. Yeah, and that's why they played the Comedy Cup, as we used to call it, the Commodore Cup, or the Army Reserve Cup on a Sunday, where John Burke got 10 years when he whacked the umpire that time with the great Slug Jordan commentary with Sandy Roberts. But afterwards, they used to go to the Bear Cave. That was down at, where was the Bear Cave again? Caulfield.
Yeah, right.
At Caulfield Bear Cave, and then you go to Nicobella's straight afterwards. That was the routine.
Getting an insight into your early adulthood.
Well, that's it. Yeah, well, Nicobella's was actually owned by Graham Richmond as well. So all the footballers were there. It was the place.
Institution.
The Big M girls were there. Everyone was there. Trevor Barker was just in his pomp.
So are you in for Sunday night? You're happy? You want it?
Yeah. Yeah, what I'm saying is,
you want a team. You want something to be built around it.
Build around it, yeah. Not just turn up the footy. Let's.
You're an ideas man, aren't you? You're always commercialising something.
Yeah, well, give people what they want.
Yeah,
if I'm up on the Gold Coast,
go up there for a Sunday night.
I've gone up, and you're there, and you're having, you've been on the beach all day and all the rest of it, and you can go there, world class facilities, great time, and something to kick on afterwards, particularly the younger generation. I'd turn it into the Burleigh Pavilion on a Sunday night.
Yeah, beautiful.
Make it great.
Sounds delightful.
Something, yeah. Why not? Don't have to do it every week, but you certainly
when it's on,
build it up. Yeah. Clubs in the market for a midfielder should throw everything they have at Matt Rao.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
Yeah, I'm in on it too.
Brownlow medalist. He's been
star.
Hasn't had the best year, and there's reasons from an injury perspective of why that's happened. But he is a superstar.
Hawks are not as good as they thought they were. In or out?
I'm out on that. I like the Hawks.
I'm with you. I'm out on it. So
I think that they're set for a big September, and they'll be top four. Yeah, they're unlikely to bump out of top four, so they'll get the double chance and be right at the end.
Hopefully, they get done this week. Patrick Voss is better at celebrating than Tom Papley.
No, I'm out on that. I don't think anyone takes over Paps.
Nah, he's pretty good though. The prancing pony.
He is.
I love his work. He's only been coaching since round 10, but Josh Fraser is coach of the year. In or out?
I'm out on this only because you got to have some respect for some guys that have done some amazing things this year. Longmuir to take Freo from where they were last year to this year.
Stephen King
King's the other one to go from. There's the jump in terms of their performance this year, but to then last year they tipped out two of their best players and to do what they've done, outstanding. But Fraser's third for me.
Yep, very much so. And you know, I mean, you'll name everyone if you go through it, but some really good coaching.
It's good. Like Fly, Chris Scott, great coaches.
Exactly. Kai Lohmann has now eclipsed Charlie Cameron as Brisbane's best small forward. Oh,
recency bias on this, but I'm in on it.
5, yeah.
I just love what he does around the ground. Yeah. Charlie Cameron's quite a deep small forward and plays that kind of target. Kai Lohmann gets up the ground and gets involved in more of the play, and his game on the weekend was amazing.
Billy Frampton deserves All-Australian selection.
I'm out. Squad. I think he should be in the squad this year, but I just don't think he gets the spot.
It's been an amazing turnaround. Remember, he played in the premiership side as a decoy.
Yeah.
To play on Harris Andrews.
He's playing full back at full forward.
Yeah, that's what he did. I remember speaking to him after the game at the dinner.
Yeah.
Celebration dinner. I said to him, "You do realise that everyone knows what you're doing?" And he said, "Do they?" Because he was a bit worried because I think he only had 1 or 2 touches or a couple of touches and missed a couple of chances. I said, mate, everyone cottoned on. I said, for a while we were calling for your head every time, because you dropped a couple of marks and things. I said, but then people twigged what your role was.
No, he was out. He was very good in that grand final, but he's had an outstanding season.
Gordon Coventry, who until Tony Lockett was the record goal scorer with 1,299 goals, first player to play 300 games, first player to kick 100 goals, first player to kick 1,000 goals. Played in 6 premierships for the Pies. Played one of the grand finals as a decoy full forward.
Did he?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
And worked.
Oh, well,
I think it was 1930. Yeah, for the 4 in a row.
Yeah, wow. So I didn't know that.
Yeah, Jock McCall. Pretty good coach. Parting ways with Thursday night football in round 23 makes no sense whatsoever, in or out.
It's an aggressive question by Joe.
Yeah. Clearly, Joe doesn't want to go out Thursday night. He likes the couch.
I'm in on the fact that I would love a men's game on Thursday night. I understand why they've given the AFLW clear air to have a space on a Thursday to kick off the season.
I think part of it also is because of the break going into the last round as well.
Yeah.
To get teams into the right spot. I don't think it fell properly for Thursday night unless you put a couple of dud sides on.
But Thursday night as a time slot is one of my favourite time slots to watch footy.
Yeah.
So
mate, I made a career out of Thursday night. That's why the footy show worked.
Yeah, because everyone wants to watch it.
It's the start of the weekend. It's the start of the weekend.
Yeah,
we fell upon it, and then we realised that the kid's going to bed 9:30 or whatever, sat down on the couch. Well, these days no one goes to work on a Friday anyway. No. Work from home's changed all that. But I used to see it working at Triple M. People would come in on a Friday, completely different atmosphere in an office. They walk around, everyone goes out and gets a coffee, comes back. They do their footy tips, pretending to be on the phone, doing a few things, out to lunch, go to the footy. That was it.
A lot of pushing things around on a Friday, isn't there?
A lot of walking around in circles and tipping competitions and things like that. So, Thursday night to me is another one. So they're the 2 time slots that I'd make something of, Thursday night and Sunday night that we spoke about. And again, Thursday I think is the natural home for Adelaide.
Yep.
And Melbourne at the start of the year and maybe the last couple of weeks, and not during the middle of the year.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
great. The great
middle of the year, you want to get your big Melbourne teams playing interstate.
Yeah.
And also playing at Marvel.
Yeah.
As you get the turnaround, and then get the big crowds. But the big Melbourne clubs should be playing each other Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, MCG at the start of the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
A great time slot, sets up the season.
Sets the season up.
Yeah.
Yep. Done. All right. The tipping. Oh, I've caught up here.
Yeah. Have you heard there's been some complaints from one Jay Bartel that you've been cheating a bit?
Can I just say this to anyone associated with Geelong Football Club? Shut up. Okay? We've had enough. They're not going to give you the tipping competition on a plate as well. He's one ahead because you know what he does.
Well, he thinks it is many ahead.
No, he tags me. But I was away. I put my footy tips in. I can't cheat. How can I cheat? I put the tips in.
Oh, there's allegations, Ed. That's all.
Alligators. Yeah. Right. Show me these alligators. Friday night, Fremantle and Adelaide at Optus. Fremantle
for me, yeah. by about 15 points. Sorry, going to be a relatively close one.
Yeah, so Adelaide will get done, and they'll then watch Geelong slaughter North Melbourne and Richmond and give up full spot on the ladder.
Yeah, it's a big game for Adelaide in terms of their top 4 credentials. If they're going to sneak in there, they need
Richmond, who pushed Adelaide last week against St Kilda, who have lost Naz and Hill as well. And the season's over.
No, I'm taking.
Do they drop their head or do they?
I'm taking the Saints.
I'm going to Saints. Saints. North and Geelong at Marvel.
Geelong for me. Great win by North last week, but I think Geelong have got too much to play for in this one.
Yeah, I think so too. But difficult week down at the Cattery.
Yeah,
didn't affect them on the weekend when they panched Essendon, but big one for North.
Yeah, huge one.
Yeah.
If they again for the Clarko sentiment that keeps rolling around, if they can knock this one off, it'll be a big scalp for them.
Brisbane and Gold Coast, the big rivalry up there.
Yeah, I'm taking Brisbane.
Yeah,
comfortably.
But this is the one for Dimmer. This is
if you can get their performance over the last 3 or 4 weeks has been better, and they get the result.
And a couple of blokes who are looking at future contracts turn up and play this week.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's the crosstown rivals. It's the big emotional game for them up there.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. Kings time.
Yeah,
step up.
Yeah, no, they
Harris Andrews. So.
You look at Matty Rowell and his want to perform and drag the club over the line last week. They need a few more in that.
Big game. All right, disappointment of the year, Gold Coast, but Brisbane for me. Hawthorn and Collingwood, I go for the Pies. I never ever want to be anywhere where I have any other thought that I could benefit from anything to do with Collingwood not winning. So I didn't care.
You just back in the Pies.
I just Collingwood.
It's a good game. They play some good games of football. These two. They're relatively. So
that's the difference between me and Bartel as well, because he
flirts around.
He tips to win. Yeah. Whereas
you tip with the heart.
I go with the heart. Well, with one game, yeah. Port Adelaide and Melbourne.
Melbourne for me, a big game for Melbourne. Port Adelaide have been pretty good defensively. So last week that was not the case, but across the year been pretty consistent. But I think Melbourne need to win it. Yeah,
well, they haven't been any good since Butters has been injured, I think. But this is one where Melbourne, having had the big win, have to go over.
It's a banana peel.
And belt them.
Yeah, it is a banana peel game for them, though. If they lose this one, they're very likely to end up at the wild card.
Yep. Sunday, GWS and West Coast at NG Stadium.
Well, which GWS are we getting rock up this way? Are we getting the team that beats Freo, or are we getting the team that loses to Essendon? It's a hard one to pick.
I'm going GWS.
I'm taking GWS as well.
The long trip and Harley Reid. If I'm West Coast, I'm probably giving him a week off.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a rest.
Western Bulldogs and Carlton.
Blues. Where's your heart now?
We've got Josh Fraser there.
So you're claiming it.
But I do, well, and righty, as I said, the Collingwoodisation. But I actually got a bit of a soft spot for the Western Bulldogs. Yeah. Cody Waitman's half lives at our place for a while there.
Yeah.
So Cody, believe it or not, I don't know if anyone's spoken of this. When Cody came back from his injuries, from surgery, he stays at our house.
Didn't know that.
So I was getting the ice for him. He's sitting on my couch, eating the food and having a drink. And he's a great kid, Cody. He's not a kid, young man, but just a real character. So him and then.
So you going with your soft spot at the Dogs, or are you going to tip again? Are you going to tip the Blues?
No, Carlton win.
Ooh, that felt like it hurt.
Well, it sets them up for the big game.
It does. Well,
so we can put them out of the finals again. Good. Essendon and Sydney.
Sydney for me. Comfortable.
Really?
Yeah, well, I have to say it.
By how much? Well, this is a big chance for the Sydney to come down and actually set up to play on the MCG.
Yeah, they get the opportunity before finals.
Yeah.
Big one for them.
Yeah, that's a big game. Should it be at the MCG?
Where do you want it? Marvel.
Well, Essendon's a Marvel side. Western Bulldogs and Carlton at the MCG would have been. Anyway, well, we're at Carlton. What do they claim these days?
We're 50-50 both, I think.
Yeah.
We might be just more MCG these days.
Yeah.
It's Western Bulldogs' home game.
Yeah, that's my point. Western Bulldogs at Marvel. Well, yeah, they play at Marvel. Fair enough. Except when they play Collingwood, I think.
Where are we going here?
I don't know. So Essendon and Sydney, we're going for Sydney.
Yeah, Sydney for me.
Thanks,
I think we're actually the same in the end.
Yeah. Thanks, mate. Thanks.
Thanks,
Ed.
Ed.
Been a pleasure discussing all the footy topics.
Good to be here with you.
And we'll get stuck into it. The next time we sit down on this show, there'll be one round of football to go before
Very exciting.
Wild card round.
Very exciting.
It's great. Footy's fantastic.
It is.
And we love having all the drama around it at
It's
the same
great.
time. Sometimes people just got to calm the farm a little bit, but, you know.
Calm the farm.
Yeah.
Interesting comment.
Yeah. That's for the Geelong people. They're all farmers. All right. Thanks to Hyundai and Fiji Airways. This has been Eddie and the Doc.